Remember when we saw each other walking, the day I first laid eyes on you, in a hallway where students are talking, my favorite memory of school. Remember when we held our hands together, a simple touch that went a long way.
Well, hey folks,
This is Maw.
this is Paul.
And we're on the swing.
For real this time.
Yeah.
Well, it is May the 18th.
Yeah.
And last week we got our tomato plants in our garden. We don't plant them until after May 10th is the last frost date. And we went ahead and planted 3 varieties of pole beans, green beans. And,
Yeah, we're trying some new ones this year.
Yep. And we've got a little garden update. Of course, you know that we do a woodchip garden, which is a no-till. The only thing we use the tiller for is to move the wood chips themselves, so we could plant the beans and tomatoes and things like that in the earth. So we just wanted to share that with you and not be too long up here. So
yeah, we just
go ahead. Mom has something to say?
We had to take a little coffee break. We've been going for a couple hours since this morning. So, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and take you right into the garden update. So y'all stay tuned.
Yes. Stay tuned. That's right. For this awesome garden.
Okay, folks, this is Paul from Maw and Paw on the Swing. A little bit of pollen messing our heads up here, but other than that, we're doing very well. And this is my garden, our woodchip garden, is what we call it. We don't do any detailing at all. You may see a tiller down there, but that's just to move the top layers of wood chips so we can plant like our beans and things like that. I did put a fresh layer of wood chips in the garden this spring. As you can see there, I've got to spread that pile right there out somewhat. And what we have found is that with the adequate depth of wood chips, you don't need to water your garden during the summer. For in-depth videos, we have on our Maw and Paw on the Swing some in-depth videos on our process of planting. Now, if you look over there, we've got some Brussels sprouts already. And right here, we've got some flat Dutch cabbage. I'm going to cross the fence. And right here, we've got some, you look close. Where's that at? There it is. You see that bean coming up all down through there, starting to pop up. And over on the other side also, another, let's see, that would be 1, 2, 16, 32 feet of Blue Lake climber pole beans right here. And then over here, these 3 panels, we've got some beefsteak tomato plants planted. And down here, we've got 3 panels up, but 2 of the panels have Roma tomatoes. And right here, we've got 2 varieties of pole beans here. One of them is the purple pole bean going down this row, and on this row is a variety that my daughter Becca gave us, and we were going to try those. Right offhand, let's see. They are Chinese red noodle long pole bean. We'll see how they work out. And as I said, over here are our Roman tomatoes. I just planted those. We don't plant here until May 10th, after the last frost date. And right in here, we're going to plant some cantaloupe and some pumpkin, small sweet pumpkin I think Mama wants. And in here, believe it or not, this is pulverized wood chips that have composted down. And I'll show you here the texture of this. This used to be a shale bed, probably about 2 inches max of soil, and now you saw what that was after we put, I think we had about 8 or 10 inches of wood chips the last 4 years, and it has a brick broken down to what you see there. Now I ought to do some cantaloupe. Really nice. And right there's our elderberry tree slash bush. Hope to get some elderberries from that. Okay, so that's a little update on our garden. Of course, potatoes and beets and things like that are going to be down at the bottom of the property. Alrighty. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed that little update of our garden.
Yes.
It's something that we really, really love doing. And not only do we love doing it, but it's prepared us for any shortages that may come down the road, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You can't depend on others so much nowadays when you have the resources to do it yourself.
Right.
And it's always good to have friends, don't get me wrong, and people that you can lean on and depend on, like we do the Lord.
Oh, he's number one.
That's right. But to sit back and do nothing only sets us up for failure.
I think it says somewhere that a man that doesn't work doesn't eat.
That's what it says in there. And that's a little, you might say a little critical, but it's fact of life. I mean, even the ants are busy all the time. And then when it becomes winter time, they've got things stored up way deep in the ground where it's nice and warm.
Right.
So we hope you enjoyed our little garden interview. And this is Paul.
And this is Maw.
And we're on our swing.
God bless you and have a wonderful day. Hope to hear from you.
Oh, yeah.
Love hearing from them, don't you?
And hit that like button.
Yeah.